Welcome to our second video on Abstract's crazy growth and how they've been able to get to 200 million TVL. And in this video, we're going to talk about their points program, their onboarding experience, and really how they onboard and retain users. So Abstract's biggest flex isn't its tech. It's actually how easy they make crypto feel and how they turned user retention into a game. So let's break down their complete onboarding and XP strategy. While most chains make you go through a ton of awkward bridging, using bad wallets, seed phrases, gas fees, Abstract flipped the script. They built the Abstract global wallet. Anybody can create a wallet with Abstract with just their email, address, or even Face ID. There's no seed phrases needed, there's no headaches here, it's super easy to do. And to make it frictionless, they also sponsor gas fees in certain apps. I don't think it's gas fees for everything, but I do believe that they have sponsored gas fees for some of their partners. That means if a new user's coming in and using Abstract for the first time, they don't even need to really touch ETH or do anything other than just start playing or interacting as they wish. This isn't just good UX, it's great marketing and it's great developer relations, because every influencer or every builder can bring a fan on and not really have to make them go through a bunch of hoops, right? With this smooth onboarding experience, it's quite easy to just start using the chain and start using the application that you came there for. Now, getting people through the door is one thing, keeping them is another. That's definitely a harder task. Abstract solved that by turning network usage into a game. So they created an XP and badge system. So whenever you complete different quests or you get badges, for example, minting NFTs, trying a DApp, bridging, you can earn points. However, you don't see these points, or XP as it's called, on an ongoing basis. So what happens is you're distributed XP each week and you don't really have a clear idea of what allows you to get that XP. It's kind of a black box. So it's almost like a lottery button. So for example, you can see here in this wallet, the next XP update is in 5 days and 20 hours, right? So we have quite a bit of time to go until the next XP update happens. And what that means is that I'm basically getting variable rewards each week. And it also keeps me coming back because I'm like, oh, there's an XP update happening in 5 days. Let me check how much XP I've got. And then you're like, hey, let me go play around with some other stuff and maybe I'll earn more XP. This is actually a psychologically proven fact. Variable rewards are far more addicting and habit forming than fixed rewards. So by having this weekly XP distribution, which is kind of like a, almost like a gamified experience where you don't know exactly how many points you're going to get or how much XP you're going to get, that really creates a habit loop. And you also have these badges, right? So you can go and, get badges. Sometimes they expire, sometimes they go away. But the whole idea here is that allows you to essentially go and get XP for getting these badges. And people also want to collect these badges because it's a way to earn rewards, right? So by mid-2025 of this year, users had already collected over 4 million badges. So that's not just farming, that's community members logging in each week to get these badges, to get progress, to get achievements. And a lot of these badges require you to, actually go and interact with these apps, go and do complex actions. So they're not that easy to get many times. And here's the genius part, right? Everybody knows that eventually Abstract will launch a token. So people are expecting the XP and the badges to translate to something. Some people think it'll be an airdrop. I've heard other people say that it will be allocation in a public pre-sale. Nobody knows for sure, but people do know that having XP is valuable. And they also have this progression system where essentially as you progress through getting XP, you can get to the next tier. So right now, let's say I'm a bronze tier, I could get to, I think the next tier would be silver, right? And then there's a gold, platinum, I believe there's multiple tiers that they can go through. Because of the fact that this is ongoing on a weekly basis and there's always new applications, people are constantly coming back to Abstract to farm XP. Now here's the crazy awesome part, right? You have this dashboard, you log in, it's super easy to just basically get in here and there's this Discover tab and you're able to go and see what cool apps there are. There's also Abstract streaming, so they have this live streaming strategy as well, where creators stream on Abstract. There's basically tons of apps you can find in there. So they've also made discoverability front and center, and they're almost treating this as an app store kind of experience versus the traditional layer 2 blockchain where you come in and it's just hard to actually use it. While here it's like, oh wow, these look fun. It's like flashy colors. They're games you can play and you can earn XP. And then you have this reward system. It's just like overall such a better user retention experience. Now, because of this combination of discoverability, the fact that new apps are coming on Abstract, you essentially have the structured loyalty program with the XP system. People are constantly coming back to try new apps and farm more XP. And instead of chaos, they're basically guiding users through the whole ecosystem, giving them a bunch of apps to play with. And they've really focused on consumer apps, unlike other ecosystems. So that's actually important because a lot of people in crypto don't want to go just trade perps, right? Like they actually want to play games and so on. They have trading apps on there, but they also have more gamified experiences. So I think they've gone with a completely different approach, and they've kind of become the king in that different positioning and category. So what are the key founder lessons here that you can take away from this video? The first is smooth onboarding itself is marketing. Every extra step kills retention. Every extra step means that less people come through, less TVL, etc. Abstract cut friction to zero, which is why it's such a great experience to use Abstract compared with some of these other L2s where I don't even know how to get my money out of them. It's so confusing. Abstract has made it an incredibly easy experience. I know this is not rocket science, but conversion rate optimization should be something that people really think about this in this industry, and the Abstract team clearly has done that. And then the second is gamify your ecosystem. So obviously points programs are a thing in crypto, but I think they've been done in pretty mediocre ways, right? It's just like static number of points isn't really interesting. I think the way Abstract does it, where it's kind of fun and it's like you have these different badges and tiers and it's flashy and colorful and you feel like you're having fun while you're also getting XP, I think that's really interesting. And the third lesson is actually try to build up a different category for yourself. Don't try to do what everybody else is doing. I think that was the big issue with a lot of these layer 2s. The founders were just super technical guys and they're like, hey, we have this one technical innovation that's different. But in reality, nobody gives a crap about what your technical innovation is, right? It's really all about user experience and what can you do. I think that's why you've seen in the cycle, certain teams have won. Like Hyperliquid's won because it's a great trading experience and traders love it, right? That's the main reason why. People do like the tech, but the tech is just there to enable this trading experience. If they just had a generic trading experience like every other kind of trading app in crypto, they wouldn't have won the mount share that they have. So a big issue with a lot of these layer 2s and these ecosystems is they're too focused on tech and not focused enough on how the tech enables use cases. And they should put the use case front and center. And I think that's like the big thing the Abstract team is doing. Their use case is consumer crypto, and they're just putting a ton of consumer crypto apps out there front and center. So guys, that's it on my end for this video. In the third video, we're going to dive deep into the ecosystem strategy. Now, if you're looking for a marketing partner to work with to scale up your own ecosystem, feel free to reach out to me. We run Crescendo, which is one of the premier go-to-market agencies. We've been involved with multi-billion-dollar launches, working with top teams. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions.